Hi, this is Kat. Welcome to my craft room, inkingpaperwithkat.com. Today's project is a really simple, cute, and quick little cup. These are the 4-ounce espresso cups. You can get them on Amazon. And we are using these cute little mittens, and they just kind of dangle off this bow. Let's look at the supplies that you're going to need. You will need a piece of DSP that is about 3.5 by 8, and you are going to cut your cup shape from that. You will also need a piece of Whisper White, just a scrap for punching and stamping, a scrap of Pool Party, and a scrap of Tranquil Tide. The stamp sets we are using, we're actually going to use two. We're using Hug in a Mug. We want this Sending Warm Thoughts greeting. And we are using Smitten Mittens for the little tiny mittens, as well as the die set mini mittens framelits to cut those little mittens out. Let's talk for a minute about these espresso cups. So you need the cup and you need the lid. And in order to get a pattern, basically all you do is cut out the bottom, cut up the side, open it up, and then cut off this lip, because you don't want your paper going over that, you want it going right up to it. And you end up with something like this. Now, the thing you have to remember is you need a seam to glue it on. So when you make your pattern, you actually are going to extend this on the ends so that you have that. And I'm hoping you can see where this is longer. The pattern is actually longer on the ends. And then you simply trace it around on your DSP and cut it out, and you're done. Now, in order to save time, obviously we're not going to do all of that. What we're going to do is, I've already pre-cut it, and now we're going to adhere it to the cup. The easiest way to adhere it, honestly, is with Tombow. You can use fast fuse, you could use double-sided tape, but you want to be able to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room in order to get it positioned the way you want it. And we all know with tape, sometimes once you touch what you're adhering to, you're pretty much done. Alright, so the widest part of your paper goes at the top. I line it up with the seam on the cup, that way at least I know I'm starting straight. And you just smooth it around. Now, I know these have been all over Pinterest, they've been all over YouTube, so you'll find a lot of videos for actually creating the patterns and putting these little cups together. And then just smooth it out really well. Alright, we'll let that dry while we do some stamping. We're going to take our Whisper White, and I'm using Tranquil Tide ink, and we are going to stamp our greeting. And our mittens. Now we need 2 sets of mittens. Alright. That is all of our stamping done. Now we're going to punch out the greeting first, and we're using the 1 3/8 inch punch, circle punch, and just get it in and line it up. It will cut off a bit of it, but not anything that makes a difference. Alright, now we need to get out our dies, and we need the 2 little mittens. We need our big shot. Hopefully we'll get this in frame. Your magnetic plate, your paper. All right, so we are going to put on our cutting plate, paper, and line up our dies. And sometimes you have to move things around because the magnets in your magnetic cutting thing get a little stubborn. Sometimes I just turn over my actual cutting pad because that seems to help. There we go. Top plate, and you roll it through. Now we need to do this one more time because we need 2 sets of mittens. And I think really this is telling me that my cutting plate needs to be replaced. It's getting kind of warped. I've been doing a lot of die cutting lately, so I think that's the problem. Alright, we're done with our big shot. So we're going to move that out of the way. And now we just need to put everything together. So we have our cup, we have our lid. I plan on filling these with the instant hot chocolate mix and marshmallows so that people just pour it into a regular cup, add their hot water, and they've got a nice warm drink for a cold winter evening. So you're going to put your lid on. You are going to take your sentiment and we're going to do some additional punching using our Pool Party and the 1.5 inch circle punch, Tranquil Tide and the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Those are going to get layered up with dimensionals. And try to center it as much as you can. I don't know about you, but I notice that every once in a while I think I have something perfectly centered until I step away and look at it and realize that not quite. Now what I do is I put some dimensionals into this indentation so that my topper isn't going to collapse into that over time. Alright, there's our top. Now we are using the silver tinsel ribbon and we are going to tie it around this lip. Honestly, I start tying before I put it on. And you want to give it a good pull because you don't want it to go anywhere. Now you could add some glue dots to really keep it secure, but we're going to go with it this way. Now this ribbon ties really well. It makes a nice little bow. Okay, we're going to cut this for right now. Now what we want to do is we're going to put these mittens so that they are back to back. So like that, and we're going to attach them to the ribbon. So you kind of need to judge where you want them to dangle, because you don't want them dragging, but you do want them to have a little bit of a dangle. And then just cut your ribbon. Now you could use another kind of ribbon for this. You could use twine. If you did this in some crumb cake and really warm colors, it would be really cute with the jute. Alright, I'm going to use glue dots to attach these together. And I'm going to put glue dots down the center of one. And then I'm just going to lay my ribbon on the glue dots. And then the other one I'm going to pretty much cover with glue dots. You get a lot of glue dots on a roll, so don't be afraid to use a lot of them on your project if you need them. And I grabbed the wrong one. That's all right. We'll just lay this on here. We need another one in the center. And then push them, oops, together. Okay, we need to add some more glue dots here. All right. There is your warm little mug. I hope you enjoyed the project. I hope you come back and visit me soon. Thanks for stopping by.